Hey, kiddo, I'm home. You here? Yeah, store was a bit crazy today. Revelers from the parade were out in force. Listen, I am all for celebration and I am all for allowing you to be who you want to be. But damn it, get the hell out of my way. I am just trying to buy some pasta. Listen, I know there's a lot of pasta out there, but this is not an exactly aggressive decision to make. Grab some, get out of my way, or, you know, just move to the side a little bit. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. No, you know what? In all fairness, it's all good. They were having a blast. Seriously. Was that the parade you were at today? Yeah. They were wearing the similar shirt that everybody was wearing, I guess. That's kind of why I thought that might be that parade. Hey, don't worry about it. Did you have a good time? Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Hey, listen, you know I'm always happy to go with you. Isn't there one at the end of the month? Yeah, so just give me the date. I'll put it on my calendar. Kiddo, I am always happy to support you. You know that. I'm your dad. That's what I'm gonna do. Yes, you're absolutely right. Some dads don't. Some dads are jackasses who think that their kid's unnatural or some shit when honestly, it's the most natural thing in the world to love someone. And I'm sorry to those poor children that have to have those parents. I can't imagine having to grow up like that. Well, you know, best I can do is be better for them whenever I can and always be better for you. That's all I want. Hey, I have always tried to make sure you were raised in a safe, happy, and loving environment. I hope I did that pretty well. Okay, hold on. Doing chores is not the same as it not being happy and or loving. You had to learn responsibility on top of everything else. I have to, create a whole human being. It is absolutely my job as a father to craft you into a fully functioning, fully formed human being. It kind of comes in the brief. Yes, it is. And part of that job is making you a responsible human being. So, yes, doing chores. Speaking of, have you done the dishes yet? I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Oh, come on. It was a little funny. Well, you're just a big old stick in the mud then. I thought it was a great joke. Fair enough, fair enough. What are you doing in there, by the way? Oh, that's right, I forgot you had that tonight. Hey, what kind of party is it after all? Oh, nice. Wait. A costume pride event? I thought you'd all wanna go in, like, pride gear. Hey, okay. Not not a, thing I necessarily understand, but I can always support it. I'm your dad. I'm an old man. When we went to costume parties, that was pretty much reserved for Halloween. Other parties, if they had themes, were always, like, specifically directed. I would have assumed a pride parade party or a pride party would have pride gear. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. That's fair enough. But then I have to ask, what is going on up there? Because it sounds a little calamitous. Okay, hold on. I'll be up in a second. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this bag down and then I'll be up. Are we all decent and everything? All right, I'm gonna come in. So, what's going on? Okay, that is one heck of a costume, but that is also a full three-piece suit. Yeah, I have a few myself. Hold on. Okay, good. That's not mine. Listen, I love you, but my suits are really expensive, and we'd have to at least have a talk before you started borrowing my suits. Pretty much any of my other clothing, go right ahead. That being said, most of it's not gonna fit you. Well, I don't think you and I are exactly the same size. Fair enough. Belts do wonders, but okay, what's going on? Well, for starters, you know you have that button wrong, right? Yeah, you do. You should start at the top button, make sure that's aligned, button everything down, and then unbutton the top button to be a little more comfortable. Yeah, it's a good way to get everything nice and evenly lined up. Um, to be fair, are you planning on wearing a tie with this or not? Okay, then keep the top button buttoned for now. Button from there and go down. No, an undershirt is a good idea. Trust me, I've knocked a few shirts out here and there. Do not make fun of your father for being a hard-working individual who happens to just sometimes get a little sweaty. That's mean. Oh, your mother used to think it was the funniest thing in the world. I would spend more time picking out undershirts than I would like actual suits or shirts. She thought it was hilarious. I think she'd think this whole thing is hilarious. Me helping you getting ready for a pride event in a suit and tie. She'd be rolling on the floor. Yeah. She'd also be crazy proud of you, kiddo. You know that, don't you? You're out here living your truth. You're trying to be happy. You're trying to put some love into the world, and you are absolutely trying to not be a net force negative in anybody else's life. Your mother would have been so proud of you. You have no idea. Well, for this, she still would have called me in. She was not exactly the I know how to put on a suit and tie kind of gal, but hey, I don't judge her on that front. No, I judged her on how she did the dishes because it drove me up a wall. Yeah, I do not understand the mind of somebody who stacks glassware that way. Everything is gonna break. Everything is gonna break. Yeah. Sorry, off topic. Okay, do you have that all buttoned? Okay, then we're gonna tuck that into the pants, close up the pants. Are you wearing a belt? Well, considering those pants have adjusters on the side, you don't have to. Also, and this is just my personal opinion, sometimes with a three piece, I think a belt adds too much. So I would leave it out if you'd be comfortable with it. Again, the adjusters on the side work really, really well. Yeah, and again, you can totally get away with it. It's a three piece. You're going to look very sharp, and nobody's going to care if you wear a belt or not. Yeah. Okay, so now you want to do your tie. Now is tie time. Yeah, so flip your collar up. You want to put one end longer than the other around your neck. So the short, thin end should be higher up than the thicker end. That should be lower down. Well, because you're going to tie from that side, so it helps. Yeah. Um, do you have any idea what kind of knot you want? Well, honestly, that shirt is a wider spread collar, so you could get away with something a little more chunky. I mean, honestly, I tend to, but that's because I actually prefer a little bit of a bold statement in my tie. I also don't wear ties as often as I used to, so well, that's the thing because I don't wear them as often as I used to. Nowadays, I just, I go for something bigger and bolder. I think it looks nice. Yeah, so I mean, if you want to do that, then you can do a full Windsor and it's going to look really, really sharp. Yeah, simple. You take the long end, pass it in front of the short end in the middle of your neck, just at your collarbone, then around the back, then through that little V that you've now created. Yeah, so you want to take it around the back, then up, then down behind. Perfect. Okay, now here's the fiddly bit. Holding the short end in your hand, you want to place, I always tend to do two fingers, onto the V where it meets, and then you're going to wrap the thick end, the big end, around those two fingers. Well, you're going to pull them out eventually. Yeah, yeah, you're still my child. Gross. Ew. Eh. God, you are my kid. Because that is the exact same joke I would have made at your age. Ugh. Yeah, no DNA test required here. Yeah. Alright, so, now that you have it wrapped around the back, you're gonna come around behind everything. The tie comes up through the middle of the V from behind and down into that hole that your fingers are now creating. Exactly, see? And then just, pull it all the way down until it's tight. Hold the back end, move the knot up and down as you need it so that you can get the right fit. Yeah, and that's about it. It may take a few tries to get it exactly the way you want it. For some reason lately in men's fashion, I've been seeing a lot of guys, when they do ties, they make the skinny end in the back longer than the front. I don't understand that. It looks like crap. They really, really, really need to stop. But if the front end is long enough, you're good. So for you, it's going to all depend on the fact that you're wearing a vest. You don't have to worry about your tie being a certain kind of length. If you weren't wearing a vest, you'd want the bottom point of the tie to kind of hit right around your belt line. Yeah, it takes some trying and practicing to get there, but honestly, again, you don't have to worry about that as much because you're wearing a vest. Yes, yes, I'm sorry, a waistcoat. Ooh, forgive me. Fair enough. Um, okay, so that's kind of actually about it. Though, oh, if you want my little secret to being comfortable, yeah, just unbutton the top button now and then use the tie to kind of keep the collar together. It makes your throat a little more comfortable. You don't have to worry so much. Yeah. Something about spending all night with the top button of your collar buttoned. Ugh, it's bad. Yeah, so just, toss on your waistcoat and then your jacket to match. Always remember, by the way, that's a two-button jacket. Always the top, never the bottom. Yeah, never ever button the bottom button, just the top. And only when you're standing up. If you sit down, unbutton it. There are rules and etiquette to suit. That is just how it is. Hold on now. I'm very accepting, I am very loving, I am all about the times changing, but certain things like good style and manners never do. Always the top, never the bottom. Okay? Thank you. How long you think you're gonna be out tonight? I know you're grown and you're an adult and everything, but I'm still your dad. I'm still gonna worry, and I'm still gonna tell you if you've had too much to drink and you need a ride, just give me a call. You had to do it like a year ago. I didn't make fun of you then. I'm not gonna make fun of you now. Just I want you to be safe. Yeah, and if you end up not coming home, just shoot me a text saying, "Hey, not coming home," just so I don't, go crazy. Please. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna let you finish getting ready. You need anything else? All right. I love you, kiddo. Have fun tonight, okay? And don't do anything I wouldn't do. You are too right. That really doesn't leave anything off the table some days.